Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been quiet for the past few months. Um, Life just got really busy, and that's part of what I want to talk about in this video today. I was able to get out today, and I'm going to check out the Charles F. Lewis Natural Area. There's a waterfall just down the path here that I want to check out. Had a break in the rain, so I'm going to give it a shot. But I definitely want to catch everybody up on where I've been, what I've been up to, and why it's been so quiet. So let's get to it. Hey, yeah, so where the heck have I been? I've been busy. In April, the weather got nicer, and that meant I got busier. You know, there were projects to do outside around the house. There were people that needed my help. So, you know, always try and help people who ask for it. And it's just been busy. I also changed jobs. So that was kind of not a stress, but just a busier time where I'm getting my feet under me. I'm learning some odds and ends on things. And at the end of the day, I was just kind of mentally fatigued. And then had those other things that I needed to get done. And I just didn't do much photography then. Much photography in the way of YouTube photography. I still went out, I still scouted locations, and that's going to be the topic of another video, in that everything got so green, and I struggled with that for a really long time. And so I did more scouting of things, like different locations, like the location that I'm at right now, that I took photos of in like harsh light and things that didn't make for good photos or didn't make for good video content. But now that we've had some rain over the past few days, there's Cole. He's always here too. So that part didn't change. Cole's still around. But it's been busy. And like I was saying, we've had some rain, and I really wanted to get out now and see what this waterfall looks like with more water coming down it. So I'm going to check it out. We'll do some photography, and I'll get into a little bit more of what I've been up to and what my future looks like. All right, so I found the spot that I wanted to get to. It's not really that far in. It's super easy to get to as well. And maybe you can see some of it behind me here. I'll make it a lot better. Oh goodness. Cole is wild and crazy. You guys got to see this. That's my water dog. All right. So anyway, the light is coming from in front of me, so you can see where it's kind of coming down on my eyes and stuff. And it's a little harsher than I thought, being that a couple minutes ago, it just got done pouring. So I'm hoping that it shines some good light out here, this way, and hits some of these waterfalls. They're small waterfalls, there's nothing spectacular, but there is a lot of water than the last time I was here, so it's nice to see that little bit of difference. But I'm gonna get set up, and then we'll have a conversation on where I've been. So the lighting's not too great right now. Everything's kind of dull, kind of muddied. Looks pretty dark, especially, it kind of looks maybe lighter on the camera that you're seeing right now. And it's just really dark back here. I've also got Cole running through the water, so that's interesting too. But, there he is. But I'm just kind of waiting right now for the light to, midges, mosquitoes, whatever you want to call them, everywhere. Just kind of waiting for the light to kind of play ball a little bit. I have things set up here. Shooting at a 30th of a second, f8, about 40 mil. So I kind of want to give that a shot. I actually might do more of a portrait orientation, just to see if I can kind of get these, where are we at? There we go. I'm rusty, that's my problem. See if we can get kind of a lot of these rocks here in the frame. See what I can do about some of these lines, things going this way, this one here. Try and do something with those. So, just waiting for the light to play ball. Yeah, so as we wait, mosquitoes. midges, whatever you call them. Let me know below what you call them. I call them terrible. But as I wait for some light to maybe pop through the clouds here, I just want to touch base again on where I've been. And so, first of all, the weather, right? The weather got nice, and that means I'm outside more. I'm mowing the grass, messing around with the 2 kiddos and the wife, and we're doing hikes and things like that that are good for location scouting. And I took some photos with my phone. You can check my Instagram. I have a couple posts up there, but I'll put the link in the description. But I have just been kind of busy, and I felt like I needed to learn a lot more before I actually put up some content, some YouTube stuff. Didn't feel like I needed to, but I wanted to, I guess is the best way to say it. It's just been kind of hectic with some of the family stuff. And with spring comes mowing the grass, and with my yard, that takes a long time. I'm very blessed, very grateful to have the nice yard that I do and the area, but it takes time for maintenance. So I had to work on that, and the tractor broke and had to fix that and whatever. Side stuff, right? But it kept me busy. And so there was that, and I also changed jobs. So I do something similar now, still in software, still building pages and websites and odds and ends, but a little bit differently. But the good thing is that difference provides me an amazing work-life balance, right? So I have some pretty good flexibility, a great team, and so I'm able to kind of compromise in that regard a little bit, and that's going to help with my photography as well. So I have that new job, fantastic, but I did have to learn some things, good grief, had to learn some things, and the new change and stuff always kind of fatigues you a little bit. So I didn't put a lot of time into video. Yeah, so also my wife is pregnant. Most of you might know that. So we're expecting our 3rd kiddo, which is fantastic. But it also comes with a lots of things to do before the baby comes list. And so I'd really been working on a lot of that as well. We decided to renovate a little bit and repaint and just things that took up time. Odds and ends, that's basically where I've been, doing odds and ends. So, yeah, the other thing is, again, springtime is baseball season. And I'm a big baseball guy, and my son is also a big baseball kiddo. So he's been playing Little League, and we've been doing that. So that's been taking up so many evenings. Not necessarily at the field, but in our yard as well. So he loves to just throw around, play catch, practice his hitting, odds and ends out in the field, having friends over, doing scrimmages or practices or whatever, just with his friends. And that's without all of the scheduled regular practices at the baseball field. And being a coach in that regard, I'm also at the field a lot. So it's been busy. But the season's over now, and that gives me a lot of my time back. And speaking of having things back, the light is just coming out. So I am going to get ready. I'm going to get ready here. I don't know if I got anything or not. The light came out for just like a minute, and I just started snapping. I tried the portrait orientation, different lengths, shutter speeds, everything. Just snapping like crazy to try and take advantage of the short amount of light that I got. So, starting to spit some rain again. So, we'll see. Where was I? Baseball. Baseball was a big change. But now that seems to be done. So, I'll have more time for photography, which is great, even with the baby coming. Sarah knows, my wife Sarah, knows that that's a priority for me, and we're more than willing to compromise, make some time for it, which is fantastic. So, with all the changes that have been in play, one thing has stayed the same. I still eat granola bars a lot. But yeah, like I said, things are getting better for me with my time. Even though I have a kiddo on the way, I'm still confident that I'm able to compromise my time and put out some quality content for everybody to kind of watch. You know, that kind of brings me to my next point of what the point of my channel is. And it's definitely photography based. It's going to be, focused on landscape with maybe some street thrown in occasionally. I've really been interested in some older cameras too. As I've been learning photography, I've been kind of interested in the history of it all. And so there are some cheaper, older cameras out there that I want to experiment and play with. So I thought that might be neat to share with everyone as well. So expect some of that if you're interested. Feel free to leave a like, a comment. That'll help me know what you like, what you don't like, or if I need to change things or just stop rambling so much. That might be nice. But yeah, I think the light's coming back out again. So I'm going to see what I can grab. So I'm struggling a little bit with the 18 to 55. So I threw on my other lens and kind of changed position a little bit. Trying to figure out, stepping around it, trying to figure out what the best place to be to kind of shoot tight in, to catch some of these ripples and things that I'm seeing. Because the way the light is right now, it's almost striped. It's kind of streaking. I don't know if you can see. It kind of streaks a little bit on certain ripples or certain rocks, and I don't really like how it looks. Kind of looks very chaotic. Not really what I'm going for. And the bugs are getting bad. They're getting worse. Might pack it up soon. But it is a good location. I'm confident there's a photo here. I just need to figure out how to grab it or get the right conditions to better snap it. So, all right, I'm gonna try. I don't think I made mention. I put on my 75 to 300, and so I'm gonna really get in tight on some of these limit images. So I think I'm calling it. The wind's starting to pick up again. I think I'm about to get really, really wet. So yeah, I'm gonna get out of here and see what kind of photos I captured. So I'm gonna pack it up and I will touch base with you back at the car. So we made it back to the car, and I don't know if you can tell, but it is super sunny out right now. I don't know. I am the worst person at reading the weather, apparently, because I thought it was supposed to stay gray and moody and super cloudy. I was going to stop at another place on the way home and just pull off the side of the road, and there's a really nice overlook. And I thought with the cloud being, really gray and layered, it was going to look good. Definitely a different shot now, that's for sure. But I just wanted to say thank you again for joining me on my photography journey. Tips and tricks are always appreciated. I live in Western Pennsylvania in the States, so if there's any good spots that you feel like I need to hit, please leave them in the comments below and I will check them out. Hopefully put them on the roadmap. But at this point in time, I am going to get Cole into the car. He is soaking wet, muddy, and gross, which means I am going to be soaking wet, muddy, and gross. Until next time, everybody, take care. You're so wet. You are. Ugh.